TikTok is dying and the girlies are moving to YouTube? Let's talk about it. Welcome back everyone to the channel. My name is Cashflow and I teach creators how to monetize their social media presence on YouTube and on TikTok. Now, today's topic is going to be a little bit touchy for most, myself included, because I started out on TikTok, but something is going on with TikTok and we have to talk about it. In this video, we're going to talk about what major changes are happening to TikTok as we speak in 2026. We're also going to talk about why a lot of people are moving from the platform and why people are choosing to move to YouTube as one of the major platforms. Now, as most of you know, if you are on TikTok, if you're not on TikTok, then let me get you updated. So TikTok faced a triple threat January of this year, where there was a major change in terms of the ownership of the company. So the algorithm was going through a major change. There were a lot of uncertainty that's going on. So that kind of flooded people's mind with, okay, do I need to be on another platform? So we're going to talk about that. We're going to also talk about the monetization aspect and why I chose to revive my YouTube career. So in light of the major change, so what happened was TikTok was sold to majority of it was sold to US investors, up to 80%. So with that sale comes new algorithm. There were a lot of uncertainty about the monetization programs as well, what we will be seeing on the FYP, if it will be more controlled and more regulated. So there was a lot of scare. So that now begs the question, where do we want to set our focus when it comes to social media platforms? Again, there's a lot of content creators who their bread and butter is on social media, whether it is TikTok as a live host, whether it is YouTube, whether it is Instagram. So as a content creator, and what I always tell my community over on TikTok as well is, you do not want to put all your eggs in one basket, because you don't know what's going to happen to any of these platforms. And you also need to look at the platforms that have stood the test of time, aka where you're watching this video right now. On YouTube, YouTube has stood the test of time. That is one of the main reasons why the girlies are moving over to YouTube. And I want to tell the girlies, myself included, that we made the right choice. But again, don't put all your eggs in one basket, okay? Now, after the sale, here comes the backlash. Uncertainty around censorship. There's a lot of people on TikTok is realizing that they can't say certain words, certain sentences. They get flagged, they get violations. That brings up annoyance. That brings up the fear of not being able to speak your truth. Feel free to say things within reasons, of course, but some of the censorship on there, I'll be honest, it's a little bit excessive. It's a little bit excessive in comparison to other platforms. And then in the midst of the storm comes a new platform, especially for live streamers. Live streamers on TikTok make up to about approximately 50% of their earnings. There was a new platform that came on the surface called, I believe it was Epic Studio. If you guys know about Epic Studio, let me know in the comment section. Let me know your experience with it as well. Full disclosure, I am not on Epic. I've only heard about people talking about it. So it emerged and a lot of large live hosts migrated to that platform and they brought their community with them. Why? Because live hosts over on that platform, they pay you 80% of what you're making. And on TikTok, it's 50% and you still have to work for that 50%. So it makes sense for people to want to migrate again from TikTok and go to another platform. When it comes to YouTube, and the reason why I chose YouTube and why many of the girlies are choosing YouTube as well, YouTube again has stood the test of time, and it is the platform that has some of the highest, when it comes to platform income, YouTube has one of the highest, right? So going live over on YouTube, which is what I'm going to start doing as well. So I'm going to be live on Mondays 6 p.m. Eastern, and on Wednesdays there will be weekly uploads as well. When it comes to YouTube as well, it's not prejudice in terms of this country gets paid, that country doesn't get paid. When it comes to TikTok, for example, I am a Canadian. we don't have access to the creator rewards program. So for our videos, we don't get paid. Whereas if I am and I am monetized on TikTok, right? Whereas if I am monetized on YouTube, I am monetized on YouTube. I'm not, there is no restriction to what I can earn and what I can't earn. But on TikTok, there are some programs that are just accessible to whether it is US content creators, UK content creators, even though it's under the same monetization umbrella. That is a little bit frustrating for myself as well. And that's one of the reasons why the girlies are leaving TikTok. Now, what I want to talk about is how TikTok makes you famous, but YT can build you income. Like, it's still unstable in terms of you don't know what you'll be earning month by month by month, but you know you're gonna be earning something, right? So with TikTok, again, I found my voice on TikTok, and this is just me sharing my story as well. I found my voice on TikTok. I built my community on TikTok as well, and then brought my community here on YouTube. If you're a part of the Flow Fam, type Flow Fam in the chat. I'm gonna be not me saying the chat, guys. I'm a live host over TikTok. My apologies, but type Flow Fam in the comment section. I read every single comment. Okay, so I found my voice on TikTok, and I taught people how to monetize their TikTok, monetize their presence, and it was going so good because so many people thought that they could not get monetized, especially Canadians, right? Yes, we are restricted on certain programs. However, there are certain things that we can do, whether it is directly or indirectly being monetized. So I used to teach that on TikTok, and I still do live hosting on TikTok as well. But what I notice is that it's so easy, for lack of a better word, it is easier to build a community on TikTok than it is to build a community on other platforms. It can be way faster. And the reason why I say that is because I've tried building communities on different platforms, with the exception of YouTube. But I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going to say that on YouTube, it's like a slow burner, which is fine because once we get it going, it's almost like a snowball effect. But on TikTok, everything is just like go, 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 go. So it was very, very easy for me to build a community by going live over there. So my advice for the girlies would be, don't wait on TikTok just yet, but leverage TikTok and funnel TikTok as a tool to bring to your website, to bring to your YouTube, to bring to your Patreon, to bring to your whatever. So don't solely depend on TikTok, but utilize TikTok as a tool because it is still here and it's still very much a large enough platform for you to go live, make videos, and get better reach. So I would encourage you to continue growing on TikTok, but be more intentional this year. Leverage TikTok and funnel TikTok and use it as a tool. Okay, so now we're going to talk about where the money resides. So TikTok pays extremely low when it comes to YouTube. With TikTok Creator Rewards Program, Canadian, we get 0. So YouTube is in the number 1 spot already. The Creator Rewards Program, we get 0. In the States, the Creator Rewards Program, it's dependent on how many views you get. With YT, it's still dependent on how many views you get as well, but their revenue share is a lot higher than TikTok. And also, if you are in the Creator Rewards Program, the views will have to come from the For You page. So your friend going on your profile and watching your video, that does not count to get monetized. Whereas on YouTube, a view is a view, honey. No matter where it comes from. It could come from your channel. It could come from the browse feature. It could come from they see your shorts and they go to your wherever. A view is a view. The other thing to note is that TikTok pays in exposure, but YT pays in income. If you play it right, if you play it smart, you can still make money on TikTok. I still make money on TikTok, but I do believe in expanding your presence on other social media platforms. I chose TikTok and YT as my major platform. Reason number 999,999 why the girlies are migrating over to YouTube is because YouTube content pays you forever. You leave the video up there. Once you get into the monetization threshold, which is the 1,000 subscribers and the 4,000 watch hours, which might seem like a lot, but you will eventually get there if you are being consistent. I watch more than enough video to know that we can do it. As a small content creator, we can do it. And while we are being consistent with that, we should also think of ways where we can indirectly monetize on YouTube. I indirectly monetize with my affiliate links. I indirectly monetize with my my digital products, my one-on-one coaching as well. Next reason is because creators are scared of losing everything overnight. Imagine you're building your audience on TikTok, you're building your community on TikTok, and then tomorrow you hear that TikTok is going away. We've been hearing that for years, by the way. So there is some innate thought of, okay, well, I'm building on this platform. I need to be building somewhere else, because what if this platform goes away sooner or later? All my work would be going down the drain. Now, when it comes to YouTube, YouTube builds more loyal fan base. They gonna come out for you and support you. I've been fortunate enough to have an amazing community on TikTok that comes over to my YouTube community and ride for me. They in my comment section, they're on my shorts as well. We have a YouTube support group where if you're a small content creator and you need some help, whether it is you have questions or you want us to subscribe or watch your video, like we do that as well in our support group. And most of the people from the support group I met on TikTok. So I've been fortunate enough to be surrounded by amazing people in the community on over TikTok and also here on YouTube as well. Slowly, I'm building a community, but I'm so blessed to say most of my community right now is from the community from TikTok. And that goes to show that don't really sleep on TikTok too much. You know, sleep with one eye open. You know what I mean? Don't really sleep on TikTok too much, because the community that you can build on TikTok is definitely underrated. But you do have to do it the right way. Now, when it comes to building on YouTube as well, in terms of growth and monetization, if you are a new YouTuber, you want to hone in on getting to that 1,000 subscribers threshold and also that 4,000 watch hour. But here's the thing, and this is what I learned very quickly just by being over YouTube and watching other people's content as well. I feel like I'm all the way up in this camera, honey. Lord have mercy. If you focus on evergreen content, your content is going to take off. It can take a week, it can take a year, it can take, I don't know, 2 years. But what I've found is that on my Explorer page, my browser, on my YouTube page, on my homepage, I'm seeing videos that I would be interested in that was created 3 years, 4 years ago. So creating evergreen content will definitely help you grow on YouTube. And the focus should be on that and not so much on the number, because if you are creating evergreen content, people are going to tune into your content and you're just going to naturally grow. With that being said, I want to encourage you guys to use shorts. I've been using YouTube shorts, and I have been using CapCut as well to generate my shorts, and it's been doing a really good job. Now I am filming on my phone, right? So the quality, I think the quality is all right. Let me know in the comment section if quality is all right. I think it's all right. But when it comes to like generating the shorts, it's a little bit, the quality compressed just a little bit. Even my blurry videos, my blurry shorts have been doing very, very well. And again, that's because I'm focusing on creating evergreen content. So what is my conclusion? Is TikTok dying? My answer is no. At least not yet. So what I would advise you to do is use TikTok as a funnel, leverage TikTok, build your community on TikTok, and then funnel your community to your end product. What is your end product? Your end product could be your YouTube channel. Your end product could be your Patreon. It could be your website. It could be your digital products, wherever it is. And don't put all your eggs in one basket. The same goes for social media platforms. You, as a small content creator, you are doing a lot of work to get this off the ground. So imagine you just focusing on one social media platform, and then that platform goes away. Now, nothing is wrong with starting out with one platform, because that's what I did as well. I was on TikTok for 8 months before I transitioned and expand my presence over to YouTube and made my YouTube comeback. So I had a plan in place to say, okay, once I get to a certain amount here over TikTok, I'm going to start incorporating YouTube. So over my live streams on TikTok, I talk about my YouTube. Over my content, when I post videos, I talk about my YouTube as well, and I have it in my beacons in my link in bio. So my short answer is I don't think TikTok is dead, or I don't think TikTok is trash, at least not yet. So make sure that you are leveraging the platform. The thing is, you want to use it strategically. If you're just using it for using its sake, then yeah, you could say that it's going downhill, because again, the reach is getting low, especially amongst young people, and it's actually increasing over, the reach is increasing over YouTube, but it's decreasing over TT. So if you're looking at it through that lens, then yeah, it might seem like it's going downhill. But if you're being strategic about it, you're going to see a lot of potential in continuing on TikTok. So I hope this video was informative for you. I appreciate you. If you've reached to the very end, please type in the comment section below what was your favorite part of the video, and if you're over on TikTok as well. And if you are liking what you are hearing, there is more to come. This is my third video back on YouTube, so make sure that you subscribe and hit that bell. Is there still a bell on YouTube? So that you can get notified whenever I'm going live and anytime I post a video as well. I'm live Mondays 6 p.m. EST, and I do weekly uploads on Wednesdays. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I will see you in the next one.